And as we check in game, we have two banners running at the moment, and this could mean that we do have a more accelerated schedule to try to catch up, because you can see for the CN schedule banner wise, we did have Sotheby first, followed by a night 2 weeks after, but whereas global, we do have them both running side by side. Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another reverse 1999 video. So this is the CN schedule with the upcoming units in patch 1.1 all the way to 1.4 with their tier list updated. Now this is quite important because as long as we know what's coming ahead, we will be able to plan and also poll for the units that will make the most impact on the account. And this is particularly important for rerollers and also non-rerollers, because if you take a look at my account, I did reroll, and I will say I have got an insane account right here, okay? But now, because I rerolled, I know which two core teams I will be running and how I'm going to build my teams around it based on the banners that's going to be available. And for the non-rerollers, if you didn't reroll, then you must maximize where or which banner you should be pulling for. And for the waifu or the husbando lovers, you know what, you can probably just skip this video. Now, first things first, I know you clicked on this video because I said new codes are available. I'll show you how to redeem it. You open this here, go to settings, you go to code exchange, and there is a code called enter the show at the moment. So this is not one-time use and everyone will get it, so that's something good to have. 4,000 dust, 3,000 coins plus 60 clear drops. Now I do have quite a lot of codes to give away, and I'll show you how to do that in this video as well. So first thing first, you have to open BlueStacks, because BlueStacks is the team that's behind the code giveaways for this video. So you can see here that you have to use my affiliate link, just like in this screenshot, which will open this page, okay? And you download it on the PC, you install it, and take a screenshot with the BlueStacks open with your account and post it in this channel. And once there are enough players that have posted in this channel, then I'll leave a link down below, and you'll be able to use this direct link that allows one player to claim one code every single time. So thank you BlueStacks for sponsoring this code giveaway, and yeah, it's going to give you some resources allowing you to upgrade your units. Now taking a look at the version 1.1, we should be seeing Millennium, right? So this is going to be the new character for the patch version 1.1, and usually each patch we get 2 new characters, and of course we have the standard banner rerun. Now all of these new quote-unquote new characters, they usually get updated and added to the standard pool, so you can off banner them later on as well. So for this banner, personally for me, and I'm going to refer to my own account quite a bit, just because this was the entire reason I even did rerolls, right? Because I wanted a more optimal start so that I can minimize the amount of pulls I'll need. Now, this banner I'm probably going to skip, and then we go right into the standard rate up, which is Voyageur. So for Voyageur, I will probably skip as well, just because, you know, there are a lot better supports coming up, and I know she's top tier. The artwork looks really nice, but I can't justify pulling for her, especially if I know what other units I will be building later on. So this is the standard banner, and followed by this. Now this is, I think, the first one that we will definitely pay attention to. It's the doggo. It's a doggo, able to buff your team, and it's quite AP generous, action point generous as well. So I do want one more support, because again, you'll run multiple teams later on. So right now my support is Bjorn Bloom, but adding a doggo is definitely good for myself as well. So I'll be pulling on this banner for the entirety. Basically, this is my version 1.1 pull plan, and you get Baby Blue and Diggers on the 5-star rate up, but I'm not that interested in these two. And the last rate up for the standard is going to be Druvis the Third. Now, are we going to have dual banners running, similar to how we have Sotheby as well as a Knight, which means Druvis the Third will be having the banner running alongside Voyageur, potentially, we don't know, and depends on how condensed the banner or the schedule is going to be. So fast forward, we are heading towards version 1.2. So there is the Elia banner. I believe the Elia banner is just a few days, starting a few days before version 1.2. So version 1.2, this unit is an absolute must pull. Okay, this banner, if you are not sure about your spending or if you are saving for the best banner to pull, this is going to be a bonkers of a banner. You can skip version 1.1, but you don't want to skip this opening banner for version 1.2. Tooth Fairy is basically in every single team because she is a heal that can crit support. It's so good what she does. Okay, her skill kit is absolutely fantastic, and look at this. Just look at this. Mass heal, caster's ally, and 3% crit rate, and Jeez, this is just honestly a really good support, and I will definitely be pulling this because not only do you get Tooth Fairy here, you can also get Bjorn Bloom if you haven't received a copy until now, version 1.2, or you can pull for dupes for her. So this is absolutely a goated support banner that I will be pulling out myself. And after that, we've got the standard Regulus, and this is another. So 1.1 is going to be quite quiet for me, but 1.2 is going to be very busy because I've said I'm going to be pulling for Tooth Fairy, and because I have Sotheby, I will be pulling for Changeling because that is another key component to make my Poison team. And Poison team, Sotheby, Changeling, they're going to be tier 0 once you get it going. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling on Changeling as well in this banner. So 2 rated banners that I'm going to be pulling on in version 1.2, and I might seriously have to consider this banner as well. So this is the other standard banner running for the, I would say, the almost near the middle or towards the end of version 1.2, right? You have An Lee on top of Charlie. Now, if you're just new to the game, and you were starting out, let's say version 1.2, and you reroll for Tooth Fairy, Changeling, this is actually a super fantastic banner to pull because you have your insane damage dealer in Charlie, and if you're going for only, you're probably pulling multiple copies of Charlie along the way. So this is a fantastic support plus really good DPS that gets stronger with multiple copies. So not a bad banner, kind of I would say a bait because if I'm gonna go in on Changeling as well as Tooth Fairy, I don't think I have the currency to spare to pull for Only, so we'll have to see about that. And then Eternity, the final bait before we move into version 1.3. So 1.3 is interesting as well with a Shamaine and Centurion. What a banner. So Centurion, we know in current version 1.4 for the CN side, Centurion is still top tier. I did reroll for her, so that's good. I can technically skip this banner if I don't need dupes, but Shamaine is also a tier S unit, and the choices will be difficult. I think the choices will be difficult, but you need to understand that if you're free to play, you need to plan accordingly. So pretty much every version, while starting with 1.0, you're supposed to get around 160, 180 pulls according to CN calculation back then. So technically you would have about 2 pity save up, granted that you win your 50/50s, and then moving into version 1.1 you get 1 pity, so you can spend 1 on, if you're lucky, get the Doggo, and then spend another 1 second time around on Tooth Fairy. And if you don't have Sotheby, you can skip Changeling, and on 1.3 you still have about 2 pities left. So hopefully you either skip this and go for Centurion, or you grab this and skip Centurion, because you could have just off-bannered Centurion since we're now in version 1.3, and then save, because there's another really good, that's right, S tier DPS in Black Dwarf. So you can see you're not short of DPS, okay? Especially in version 1.3, you're going to have a lot of picks around. You have lots of options, and that's why if you don't reroll, even if you just save your tickets and play casually, by the time you arrive at V1.2 version 1.3, you'll be good to go. So Black Dwarf is the last rate up new unit for version 1.3, and here comes a Medicine Pocket, I believe. Yeah, so I most likely will not pick a Medicine Pocket because by that time I probably don't need dupes for Bjorn Bloom, and I probably don't need another healer if I'm picking up Tooth Fairy already. So I'll most likely skip Medicine Pocket potentially. We'll have to make a decision there. And then the last standard rate up is Miss Babel. So after that we do have the 2 units, so it's not showcased here just yet, but those 2, 37 and 6, okay, those are, well, at least 37 so far. The review, I don't know if they've done it, they have not done it yet, but this is a broken unit. This is really strong Genesis type unit, and the 37 is definitely some one unit that I'm going to pull for. And version 1.4 is a patch that was hyped up a ton for the scene side, and they absolutely love it there. There's so many good things coming out in version 1.4, including auto. That's right, you can do auto and stuff in version 1.4 and onwards. I do hope global does get the auto part early, but we'll have to see. But anyhow, those are my plans. Not so much about version 1.4 because again, we need more information, we need more testing from the CM Bros side. But for me, absolutely picking up units like Tooth Fairy, Changelings, and again, it's based on my account, based on my rerolls, because I've got Eternity to go with Bjorn Bloom for the for one team technically, because of the this debuff. Where is it? Reality defense down, and I've got Centurion as well that I can use, and I've got Sotobi to work with for the poison team, and I've got other units I want to build. So everything looks just so exciting, but you do have to plan ahead. So knowing what's coming up definitely will help. I will leave a link down below so you can check it out as well. But until then, let me know your thoughts. How did your reroll go? What are you pulling next? And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye now.